everybody, you got Rich Norton here with RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I wanted to speak with you today and first of all give you some background about myself and what my passion is. I want to focus this show on helping you to have great success in this industry. And for those of you that are watching that are in other industries or in life in general, whatever I can help to teach you, that's what my goal is. I think about when I first began, way back even before I started in direct selling. I was a kid and I would knock on doors and I would shovel driveways. I was a door-to-door salesman way back then. I was on the track team and I remember selling candles. So I was out there pounding on doors, knocking on doors. I raised the most money for the track team. I was the guy that took the lawnmower and I would knock on doors to go out and make money. So I was always, I guess in my mind, a door-to-door salesperson, even as a kid, selling candy, selling all kinds of things, and I just got out there and hustled and made money even as a kid. And what's ironic is when I answered an ad in the paper, I got a position with P.F. Collier Incorporated in 1980 selling encyclopedias door to door. Everybody laughed at me. Everybody said, you're not going to make any money at that. Didn't get much encouragement, didn't get a lot of support at all. But my philosophy was, I'll show them. I'm not going to give it a try. This is my job. Even though I wasn't getting a salary, even though I didn't have any leads, even though that they took me through a training class and said, we're just going to drop you off in neighborhoods and you're going to pound on doors and we're going to meet you at a certain pickup spot at the end of the night, and that's it. That's going to be what your job is. And most people would be like, oh no way I'm doing that. I'm not pounding on doors. I was excited about it because I knew it was a great opportunity and I was going to make it happen. I remember starting with a friend that I was going to college with. He didn't last one day. I mean, I remember I was out there pounding on doors. I didn't write anything yet, and I saw him kind of with his head down, and he said, I'm quitting this job. This job sucks. And I looked at him like, okay, good luck. And I kept pounding, and I wrote a deal, wrote a sale my first night, wrote 7 my first week. So there was no part of me that was thinking that I'm going to give it a try. No part of me that thought I was going to fail in any way. I was just going to do it. This was my job. And I ended up doing that, ended up being a top college student in the country, one of the top 3 to 5 college students in the entire country, won a trip, and ended up doing that position, as many of you know, for almost 20 years. And I think about that, it's like, wow. Now, I had great success throughout the 80s. Technology changed, got into this industry here in 1999, right at the end, early 2000, and made a commitment, and it was very grateful, very thankful that I received and had this opportunity, because through some challenges in life and through some bad choices and difficulties and so forth and circumstances, it was kind of like starting over again. And as a matter of fact, it was starting over again. So I thank God for second opportunities, but somebody told me many years ago that if you want to have true wealth and you want to build wealth, find a position, find an opportunity in direct selling where you can make residual income. Now, for the first couple years in this industry, I did not make any residual income at all. As a matter of fact, didn't even know what that was. The person that brought me in taught me how to sell credit card machines, and that's what I do. I knew that I could make about $700 for every credit card machine that I sold, and I knew if I installed it and they verbaled it, that I would get that money put in my bank, or I would get a check. If I did that 3, 4, 5 times a week, I'm making pretty good money. And that's what I knew. That was my mentality. I knew how to sell. But then I learned a couple years later when I was at a summit, and I started with Retriever, and people were talking about residual income. And I remember asking one of the leaders within our group, what about residual income? What's this stuff that they're talking about? They're like, don't worry about that. You don't make any money in that. And of course, needless to say, we found that you can make a lot of money in residual income. Finally, after several years, and I'm not knocking anybody that brought me into this business, I'm grateful. I'm the opposite. I'm very thankful, because if they didn't bring me into this business, I would not be where I'm at today. So I'm forever grateful. I don't think anybody took advantage of me at all. I don't hold anything against anybody. Again, my heart forever grateful. Thank you for bringing me into this business and teaching me this business and helping me to have my dreams come true. So I got into the opportunity, started working with Retriever, 2002. Here we are, 19 years later, and working with Brian Campstra, who I love and adore, true friend, true mentor, true leader. Been wonderful to have been on the journey with him up to this point, and we watched ourselves grow. And we've been through difficult times. You know, there's been some really difficult times, but grateful and excited that every year financially has been better than the previous year. And I've been able to grow beyond my wildest imagination, and I've been able to help people achieve their goals and their dreams. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. All right, I make mistakes like we all do, but I do have a passion and I do have a desire to help people to achieve great success. I never make promises to people like, hey, you're going to make $1 million your first year, because maybe somebody could, but it's highly unlikely. The first year is going to be the most difficult. What I tell new people that come into the business, don't give up. Treat it like a job. Work hard. Build your business up. Never look back, and just keep marching through it. When you get to the second year, it gets a little bit easier. And pretty soon after a couple of years, it's like once you really get this down, and you can just say, man, I got this, man. I got freedom. I can go anywhere across America, and I can make money. I can have great success in this industry. Once you, and I do, and once you have gotten to that point, I say this, you're home free. You can go as far as you want to go. You can climb as far as you want to climb. You can be as big as you want to be. Whatever you want to accomplish in life, you can have just from this business. How do I know that? I've done it. I see other people doing it. It's all up to you. We put you in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have a great support network. My goal, my mission, my passion is to make sure we have everything provided for you to have great success. You see the website, rmssupercrew.com. You see all the materials. I want to keep adding more materials for you. I've added a lot of videos. You see the shows that we're doing, RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. Not only is it selling and teaching you about selling, but we are teaching you about life. We're teaching you about money. We're teaching you about attitude. All these things are necessary in order to have an abundant life. So we have 130 some odd shows that are out there right now. Monday morning motivations are out there. I go for a walk in the morning, listen to videos. I send you those videos. Texting is out there. Nothing but bombardment of enthusiasm, business, sales experience, dedication, commitment, inspiration, all there for you. So all you have to do is, hey, they're supplying all this for me. All I got to do is make the commitment. Simple as that. Make the commitment. Make a 100% commitment, and I will have great success in this industry. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Okay, I didn't have anything super planned. I don't have anything written out here today, but I'm going to talk about making the commitment. I'm going to talk a little bit about what a schedule should be like. I'm going to dive a little bit into about cold calling. So whatever we need to do today, I'm going to help you get to the next level. But I want you to look in me, in my eyes as I'm looking in your eyes, make the commitment. It's worth it. You have talent. You've got a great opportunity. Make the decision and don't look back. Let's take a short break and I'll be right back. Hey everybody, you have Rich Norton here from Retriever Merchant Solutions. Do you consider yourself a winner? Do you consider yourself a champion? Do you consider yourself the best? Are you that type of person that likes to strive for the best? You like being number one, you're competitive, you like being in a positive environment where you can go as far as you want to go? Well, that's what we have at Retriever Merchant Solutions, an opportunity where you can be big as you want to be. You can grow as high as you want to go. You can go as far as you want to go. That's the opportunity that we have here with RMS. So if you feel that you're that type of person, you like meeting people, you're not afraid of rejection, you understand that the key to success is having a right attitude and going to work and never looking back and never giving up and making a commitment to do this 1,000%, that's going to give you success. So if I just described you, I want you to give me a call. Rich Norton, 904-434-4635. You're going to see the email right at the bottom of the screen. We will teach you this business. You may say, well, I've never done that type of business. We will teach you. We will train you. We will give you all the necessary tools on what it takes to become successful. And then we can celebrate your success and congratulate you for being a winner with RMS. I look forward to that. Give me a call. All right, Rich Norton here, speaking from the heart, as I always do, but really excited about this opportunity and really excited about this opportunity for you. And people will say many times, what's it going to take for me to have success? Is the road going to be paved gold? I landed a position with RMS. That means starting today, I'm rich. That doesn't happen that way. Your first year will be tough, as it is for everybody. Doesn't mean you're not going to make money. We have people that come into this industry and they make 6 figures their first year. They work very hard. They're starting from scratch. Their residual income is 0. And then when they get their first residual check, it's like $17. Oh boy. And then it goes up to $100. Then it goes up to $300. And it grows and it keeps growing. And then there's a couple months where it stays stagnant. And then you might say, how come my residual's not going up? As I tell everybody, it goes in jumps. Every 3 to 4 months, bang, then it jumps up again. It might stay stagnant, 3 to 4 months, it jumps up again. But in the long term, as long as you're working, it keeps on going up. And that's what you have to understand. So the business that we have is an incredible opportunity. And I think about what it's provided for myself and my family. And it's beyond my collective imagination. It's amazing. It's incredible. The goals, the dreams, and all the things that we've been able to accomplish as a family. And it's not all about money, but I've been broke and I have money. I like having money a lot better. It's not all about that, but just the lifestyle that we've been able to provide for our families. And it takes a lot of work. It really does. It takes a lot of effort. You have to understand that this opportunity is not a part-time gig. It's not a thing where you just put an hour here, a couple hours there. You have to make a commitment. You have to do what it takes in order to have success. Now, when you look at all the top performers in our industry and you find out what makes them tick, you'll find that all of them are very talented. You'll find like, man, that guy's good or that woman's good. They're awesome. Man, they've got a great personality. And there's so many different styles, so many different ways of doing it. Some of them go after big elephants. They call it elephant hunting. That's not me. I grind. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Some go after POSs. They're good with that. There's some that work with other different programs. There's so many different ways. There's some that work on referrals. And they have great success with doing referrals. And it's incredible. And they win all the trips just by doing referrals. But what's it going to take for you to get to a really high level in this industry? And people look at me and look at some of the top successful people and they say, man, that person, man, they're lucky. They're a super salesperson. Everything turns to gold with them. And that's couldn't be farthest from the truth. Everybody has difficult days. Welcome to life. Okay, we all do. No matter who we are, we all have challenges. We all have obstacles. We have things that we go through. That happens to everybody. Not everything always goes right. Guess what? We write a merchant and it doesn't get approved every so often. Think about when I was back in the encyclopedia days, I would write 10 sales towards the end of that business and get paid on 3. How would you like those ratios? You talk about affecting your attitude. Hey, Rich, you wrote 10 this week, 4 of them canceled, and the other 3 are rejected for poor credit. So that happens in that previous business. So we are very fortunate. We get paid on 98% of the business. So every once in a while, a deal may go south. But we're not going to let that affect us and bring us where we lose even more deals because of our attitude. So it's all about attitude. Attitude, attitude, attitude. Go to work, and go to work. If you take all those things, attitude, 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 go to work, go to work, go to work, never look back, be consistent, be persistent, be like a machine. That's the way you want to be. When people describe you, they say, man, that person's a machine, man. They get up early in the morning, they go out and make it happen. They do it day after day after day. They take their weekends off, then they go back at it again on Monday, whether they feel like it or not. It's kind of like working out. You do it whether you feel like it or not. And it's the same thing in our industry. So if you really want to have success, and I'm going to ask you, as a raise of hands, how many of you want to have incredible, unbelievable success in our industry? Raise your hand. All right, excellent. How many of you are willing to do what it takes, whatever the steps are necessary, what it takes to have great success in our business? How many are willing to do what it takes? Now, your hand may go up, but are you really believing that? Are you really ready to make that commitment? Because this is what it's going to take. You have to, in order to get into the 1% club, there's a reason why they call it the 1% club. You basically have to do what 99% of people are not willing to do. People will say, I want to be rich, I want to be successful, I want to make millions of dollars, but you mean you have to go to work like that? No, that's not for me. I knew there was a catch. And then they start making excuses and they'll say, well, money's not everything. And you know, who says that? People would know about money. So how do they know? And they start making excuses, or they start thinking about things that are negative, right? Or we call it excuse-itis is what it is, all right? So remember, it takes a commitment, and an incredible, amazing commitment. And I'm talking about where your whole way of thinking completely changes. Your lifestyle completely changes. Some of you are waking up at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning, kind of getting around to it. You know, you're eating your breakfast. Maybe you might work a little bit, maybe you don't. You got a part-time gig, you might be doing this part-time, whatever it may be. And then you stay up late watching movies, Netflix, social media, and you're wasting all this time. And then the time keeps going by, and a year goes by. And then when you look back, it's like a year went by. Did I accomplish my goals this year? Or am I in the same place? 2 years go by, 5 years go by, and you look back. Where you are now, where you were 5 years ago. Are you growing, or are you staying stagnant? Because once you stop growing, you start shrinking. So don't be settle for less person. You know, don't be getting by person. Make the commitment. Make the 1,000% commitment starting today for your own good. Make that commitment. And here's what it's going to take. If you're ready. If you're ready to make that commitment, I hope you're ready to make a 1,000% commitment. It's going to take right now writing your goals out. Big why right on your paper. Why am I doing this? Write all the things that you want to accomplish. Take pictures of them, video of them. drive around in the neighborhoods of the house that you want to live in. These are all visualizing having success. Take a picture of the car that you want to drive. How much money are you going to have in the bank 5 years from now? When are you going to be at a point where you can say, I am a millionaire or a decamillionaire? Whatever your goals are, I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to go on a trip with my family and not put it on a credit card. I'm going to pay for it right now. So whatever your goals are, you're writing these out. I have to put kids through college, whatever it might be, and then you make a plan on what it's going to take to achieve those goals, and then you don't look back. And there's never in a word in there at all that you're thinking, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it the old college try. I'm going to have something to fall back on if it doesn't work. You got to get rid of all that thinking. And it's like, I'm doing this, period. I'm going forward, even though my family and the friends that think they have my best interest are telling me, get a real job. That's just pie in the sky. You're not making it right now. You need to get a job with security. You're going to hear all that. How do I know? Because I've heard that. And you'll hear that. And you'll hear that from the people that are closest to you. And then when you go through difficult times, they'll even push that even harder. And they'll say to you, man, I told you, man. Yeah, I wish you would listen to me. I wish you would listen to me. We're not making it. It's not happening. Some of you may be going through that right now. And you have to say, listen to me. I've made the commitment. People are having success in this industry. Why not me? Why not me? It's my time. It's my turn. Trust me, I'm doing this and I'm not looking back. When you make that type of commitment, then you're going to have success. And you say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, legally, of course, morally, of course. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to achieve unbelievable amounts of success. And when you look at the people that are doing it, talk to those people. Talk to me. Talk to the top representatives in the country. And they're going to say, this is my schedule. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing. And you might say, wow, okay, I need to change my way of thinking. I need to change my thought process. I need to change the way I'm working. I need to change the way I'm doing things. And I need to make 1,000% commitment. So what does that mean? That means I got to start investing my time wisely. You should write this down. Time is your capital. Invest it wisely. Take inventory of your day, and you will be amazed on how much time you waste. All these things, and I know there's a lot of things out there, lots of distractions out there. There's social media, there's sport things, and I love sports. I mean, you want to do all that, you want to enjoy life, it's great, but there's all kinds of garbage that many of you are watching on TV. Many of you are staying up late watching Netflix and watching all these reality shows, wasting time where you could get a good night's sleep and get mentally prepared, physically prepared for the next day. So these are the things. Again, I'm going to reiterate that. A 1,000% commitment. That means you're going to have your book. You're writing it in every day. Where am I going today? I want you to do this on Sunday. The next Sunday that comes up, I want you to write it out. And you can even do it Saturday or the end of the day Friday. Where am I going? Monday, you need to know exactly where you're going for that day. And you need to know the time you're going to spend. You need to know where you're going to drive to. If you've got follow-ups, that's fine. If you have nothing, that's fine. You might say, well, I don't have any callbacks. I don't have anything. Where do I go? Well, you need to know exactly where you're going to go. So you're not getting up in the morning like, where am I going today? Everything is mapped out. You know exactly what's going to happen. You should have your clothes all set up for what you're going to wear the next day. Your shoes are shined, you look good, you feel good, you got your breakfast, you got your lunch, you got everything prepared, and then what time are you leaving the house is the question. Now the successful people, the people that are the top performers, leave early. You guys know my schedule. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning or earlier doing my routine, but I'm out the door 6:45, 7 o'clock, sometimes earlier if I'm going farther. I'm getting myself mentally prepared for the field. I'm rehearsing, I'm practicing, I might be doing training classes, which is not only good for the person that I'm training, but guess what I'm doing? I'm practicing myself. I'm warming up my voice. I'm warming up my presentation. I'm teaching things. I'm getting into the flow. So I do training classes in the morning on the way out in the field. And then when I do that, get out to my area, and I'm in the territory 8:30, earlier sometimes, somewhere in that framework. And that's what I'm doing, and I'm contacting merchants. And then I get done, typically 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm done for the day, and I drive back home. And I'm usually home, on average, 5:30. So I know where I'm going Monday. I know where I'm going on Tuesday. I know where I'm going on Wednesday. I know where I'm going Thursday. Know where I'm going Friday. If you need help or you need assistance in choosing the areas, you might say, Rich, well, how do you find the area? How do you know where to go? Get a map, map out your areas. How far do I need to drive? What do I need to look for? That's another thing. People get so caught up in, I want to be an elephant hunter, and I'm going to find that big merchant that's going to land me the biggest account where I can make $100,000 a month. That's wonderful. That's great. But here's why, and this is how I've achieved my success. I'm like that guy that just, the turtle, that kept marching along, plugging along. And that's what I've been doing for years and years. And what do I look for? This is my specialty. This is how you're going to have consistent success each and every day. What do I look for? Look for mom and pop businesses that need your help. I'm talking about down-to-earth businesses that you can stop in on and you can write them up. And I'm writing merchants that are doing $15,000 a month. Some are 20, some are 50, some are 100, some are 5,000, some are 2,000. But you know what? I'm writing as many as I possibly can, and I'm having success, because when I'm writing merchants, I'm feeling good. When I'm having success, I'm developing more confidence. When I'm developing more confidence, I'm becoming even more confident, and I'm getting the flow, and I'm getting the momentum. And then you just want to go out there and attack the merchants. Now, I'm not talking about attack, but go out and just talk to some merchants. Get out there and start visiting merchants. This isn't rocket science. You know, people say, you mean you actually go out and cold call? Or you mean you actually go out and talk to people? That's what you do? You stop in cold and you visit them? Wow, I don't know if I can do that. That scares me. Well, so what? Do it anyway. The only way you're going to get good at that is just by doing it. That's the bottom line. The only way you get good at anything is just by doing it. Now, you may not have confidence in the beginning. That's okay. How do you develop that confidence? You got to keep working at it. You got to keep plugging away. And if you do that and you set a mission, this is what I want you to do. Put 25 business cards into your pocket each and every day, and your mission is to go out and talk to people, give those cards away, introduce yourself, get to know some people, give presentations, talk to as many merchants as you possibly can, and just by doing that, you'll build momentum and you will have success. How do I know that? It's a numbers game. It really works. Again, it's not rocket science, but you got to make that commitment. So I'm going to take a short break. We're going to close the show. I hope this is making sense. It's time to get serious Time to make a commitment. I will be right back. Hello everybody, Rich Norton here from RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I want to thank you all for tuning into our shows. Most of our shows are recorded here live at Hands and Feet Foundation, which is a ministry that I serve in, and I'm very, very blessed to serve into this ministry. My wife and I come out here. She's out here every Thursday or Tuesday. She brings music out to everybody, and I come out usually with her on Saturdays, and we have church with everybody that comes out here. And we've been very fortunate, very blessed to come out here and serve in this ministry. This is a ministry that's near and dear to our hearts. We have a passion and we have a heart for the lost. We have a passion and a heart for people that are down and out. And the majority of the people that come here are homeless, been through some very difficult times, whether it's bad choices on their own or whether it's just circumstances. We just love on them and we help them get off the streets, and we help them get into rehab for some people that are wanting to get clean. We send them to different places. So there's just wonderful things that are happening here at Hands and Feet Foundation. So if you'd like to learn more, you can go to handsandfeetfoundation.org. You can look them up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside, or you can come out and visit 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida. If you'd like to come out and visit, or you'd like to give a donation, or you just like to come out and help serve, come and join us. It'd be fantastic to see you. You'll see me in my shorts and my t-shirt and my guitar. I'm just having a great day. So we'd love for you to come out here as well. Thank you. All right, my friends, I'm glad to be here with you. Very excited to be with you. I hope all this is making sense. And I just wanted to speak from my heart, because each and every one of you deserves great success. All you have to do, like I always say, there's no secret formula. Make the commitment. Are you truly making the commitment? You deserve it. Your family deserves it. Make that commitment. Don't look back. 1,000%. Start working like the winners do. And you will find you're feeling better about yourself, because you can look in the mirror and say to yourself, I'm giving 100%. I'm giving 1,000%. If you do that, what more can you ask for? When you do that, success will come. So that's our show for the day. That's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that you're ready to make the commitment. I want you to understand, I'm here for you. I've got the resources for you. Whatever you need, give me a call. Let's do this together, and let's reach some incredible levels, and let's go beyond our wildest imagination, and let's celebrate success, because every day's a gift, as we say. What you do with the gift from God is your gift back to God. I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.